Many pool players struggle to predict cueball's path during positioning, what results with very bad position to the next ball or scratch. So in this video I will present every possible way to play this commonly experienced shot, showing how cueball reacts due to different spins. This is our setup for the balls, and I will hit the cueball with one amount of speed, which players use the most during different types of shots. So let's dive into the video. We need to start with center ball first, and for this type of shot we need to aim tiny thinner, calculating slight amount of cut-induced throw, which pushes the cueball to the outside. And as you can see, cueball initially follows tangent line, but then slightly curves because has tiny bit of forward rotation on it. This shot illustrates the natural behavior of the cueball, so this will be our reference with which we will compare our next shots. Alright, so let's hit the cueball with one tip lower, and we still need to adjust for cut-induced throw, but slightly less, because during increasing amount of high or low, throw also decreases. Okay, and as you can see, once again cueball initially follows tangent line of this shot, but then going towards third diamond on side rail, so it is 2 diamonds higher comparing it to the center ball hit. But if we hit the cueball with maximum low spin, then once again cut-induced throw decreases, so we can aim practically at ghost ball for this shot. And as I expected, cueball going higher and hits side rail slightly behind the side pocket. Okay, and now let's check what will happen if we hit one tip above cueball center. And as I said before, cut-induced throw decreases, so we aim tiny bit fuller comparing to the center ball hit. And this time we can observe that cueball follows tangent line much longer, but then curves due to impact of topspin and hits side rail very close to the corner pockets. So in this case, if we increase amount of topspin, then we can observe slightly bigger curve, and this amount of spin brings the cueball perfectly towards corner pockets. If we try to summarize and compare all shots with center vertical spin, then we can see that biggest difference is between center ball and shots with low spin. Difference between extreme points is almost 4 diamonds, however, when I used maximum low spin, then cueball landed 3 diamonds away comparing to the shot with center ball, but if we compare it with maximum high, then there is only 1 diamond difference between contact points. Alright, so now let's add side spin to play, and this time cut-induced throw disappears, and we face 2 other factors called deflection and spin-induced throw. If we try to hit the cueball just one tip to the right, then it slightly deflects to the left, so in this case we need to aim slightly to the right, but right spin causes the cueball to push the object ball tiny bit to the inside due to spin-induced throw. So our adjustment needs to calculate another move to the left, and this time we land practically at ghost ball position, what is very interesting. And as you can see, right spin causes the cueball to immediately leave tangent line of the shot and hits side rail almost at third diamond, what is very similar if we compare it with shot with only a bit of backspin. Okay, but if we try to use maximum right spin, then deflection will be more visible than spin-induced throw, so we need to aim a bit more to the right in relation to our ghost ball. And this is actually very interesting, because we can observe very similar behavior of the cueball to the shot with maximum low. Cueball follows almost the same path and hits side rail right behind the side pocket. Alright, but if you want to use a bit of top right spin, then we can aim again almost at the ghost ball, considering impacts of deflection and spin-induced throw. And once again, this is very interesting because this spin guides the cue ball to hit side rail almost at the same point like in our first shot with center ball. What is very important to note, if we try to use maximum high or low right spin, then deflection will be lower comparing to the shot with only maximum right. And this is because we are hitting the cue ball closer to its center point, but despite this, we need to aim a bit thinner. And as you can see, right spin wants to bring the cue ball towards top area, but top spin effectively changes this direction and cue ball stays in bottom side of the table. But what is the most interesting, contact point with rail during this shot is located a bit higher than in our previous attempt, and this is the opposite of what we saw during shot with different amount of center topspin, and this is because right spin played huge role and changed our final results. Okay, but let's change spin and hit the cue ball with bit of low right, and we can aim practically the same like in shot with bit of top right spin, because effect will be very similar. Alright, and this time we can observe completely different behavior of the cue ball, which going immediately towards top half of the table and lands in highest point so far, even higher than when I used maximum low. So in this case, if you want to hit the cue ball with maximum low right spin, we need to adjust similarly to the shot with maximum top right, and let's see what will happen with the cue ball. As I expected, cue ball going yet higher and hits side rail right before top corner pocket, and if we compare it with shot with maximum low spin, then we can see significant impact of side spin because there is almost 3 diamond distance between contact points on side rail. However, if we try to compare all 6 shots with different types of right spin, then we can observe much wider difference between each shot. This time, difference between extreme points is almost 6 diamonds, but the biggest distances between shots we can observe between shots with center right spin and low right spin. And as I mentioned it before, very interesting is situation that cue ball after hit with bit of high right hits rail bit lower than during shot with maximum high right. Alright, I know, a lot of informations, but in the last part of this video I'm going to dive into the shots with left spin, and all adjustments will have the same level like during shots with right spin. However, you need to remember that this time deflection will push the cue ball to the right, and spin-induced throw will push the object ball to the outside. Okay, so in this case, during shot with only a bit of center left spin, I need to aim just tiny bit thicker. And well, actually for the first time in this video, cue ball immediately going towards bottom rail, what is of course caused by running spin, which opens more angle on the first rail. So in this case, during shot with maximum left spin, we need to aim fuller than before, and let's see what will happen with the cue ball. And as I expected, more left spin caused the cue ball to hit bottom rail 1 diamond earlier than before, and additionally it landed much further because of increased speed caused by maximum running spin. Okay, but now let's try to hit the cue ball with bit of top left spin. And actually, this result is very similar to the shot with only a bit of left spin, and the only small difference we can spot in cue ball's behavior right after contact with object ball, because during this shot it made a tiny bigger curve. Okay, but if we try to apply maximum top left spin, then we can spot very interesting behavior. Cueball hits bottom rail slightly earlier if we compare it with our previous shot, but when we look at shot with only maximum left spin, then difference between contact points is wider. And this is caused by the fact that initially topspin caused the cueball to follow tangent line much longer, creating a curved path, and this is the reason why cueball going longer. Alright, but now let's change everything and hit the cueball with bit of low left spin. And the result is absolutely incredible, because cueball going immediately towards corner pocket, what is very similar to the shot with maximum topspin. And this is because left spin during this attempt was stronger than low spin, and cueball is being pulled towards bottom side of the table. But now we need to check what will happen if we use maximum low left spin. And this, what we can observe, is very interesting, because cueball going practically parallel to bottom rail, what looks completely different if we compare it with shot with maximum low right spin. Despite applying maximum low spin, cueball stays in bottom side of the table, and this happened for the first time in this video if we compare all shots with maximum low. So in this case, if we compare all shots with left spin, then we can see that cueball for the first time used bottom rail and didn't leave bottom half of the table, especially during shots with low spin. Alright, so as you can see, spin changes everything in billiards, and we can bring the cueball to every part of the table, but we need to know how cueball behaves due to different types of spins. We also need to remember about impact of deflection as well as cut and spin induced throw to choose correct adjustment of aiming. We can achieve similar results hitting the cueball with two completely different spins, like in these situations where on the left hand side I am using maximum top spin, while on the right hand side I use bit of low left spin. Two different shots, but the result is practically the same. I really love producing these types of videos, and certainly I hope that was very helpful for you and you will be able to leave a thumbs up for me. If you are new on my channel, then please consider subscribing, because then you will definitely not miss any of my new videos. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you again in the next video. Take care.